Oi, this is a trap. Charity. Charity is one of the worst, vicious, most cynical uh, creation that has ever come out of the mind of man, of human beings. Charity is the worst thing in the world. Worst. I know you can go in the comment section and try to list the worst things, but hey, on the top of my list is charity. I don't care whatever you come up with, charity is the worst thing we have ever invented. Ever. Hands down. Now, with this is a trap series. I try to, I don't even try, bro. After like 50 of these, I don't know how many I've done. It gets to the point where I just do the flow. Now, you would want to find out what, where I just flow. You want to find out why charity is the worst thing? Today, yeah, I was talking to a guy. He stopped me. There's a charity called Canteen. I ask if they take money because my guy, I'm feeling myself. I want to do a bit of shopping for my little brothers. I'm thinking, I got some spare change. I'm willing to give this guy $10. He was refusing to take the $10. I'm like, bro, why? Well, no, we don't take cash. I said, brother, just take the cash. He said, nah. Um, when we collect cash, we have had incidents where people will follow us. I'm like, my G, I am a criminal myself. One of my rules in life, the number one, the first rules is not that, just not kill or no, steal. The number one rule I have, and for the number one rule, if you want to be in cattle head gang, is steal. Thou shall always steal. But I told him, brother, I would never steal from children. Yeah, with cancer, when money was intended for children with cancer. Like, no way, bro. No fucking way. And if you point me to the guy that did that, I'll go bash him for you right now. Right the fuck now, bro. Myself. He said, no, it's an actual thing. It happens. People will track us down and they'll try to chase us for the paper. They're trying to take money from children with cancer. Bro, that when I heard that shit, I thought to myself, nobody's that low. I'm gonna be just honest with you. Nobody's that low. Bro, I could need money. And there could be like unattended money there and it was meant for children with cancer. I'm not touching it, bro. I am not touching it. Those children with cancer did not choose that shit. You understand what I'm saying? I steal from people who it doesn't matter what I steal from. The point is, those kids did not choose to have cancer. You understand? But why would I turn around and say that charity is one of the worst things ever invented by man? The reason I said that is simple. When you, right, give somebody something, you are training that person to stay there. Now, in the case of like welfare and the dole bludgers, somebody might be down on their luck for a while and they need the help, which isn't bad. That's not issue. It's not an issue for somebody to get a helping hand. They'll get up, they'll pick themselves up and they're going about their day and they'll survive. My problem is we're not thinking deeply about what charity is. The only first problem I have with charity is it keeps the person right where they are. Okay? So governments that give out a lot of welfare keeps those citizens where they are, just satisfied and happy enough to spend those bit of crumbs that they get fortnightly, because people get paid fortnightly in Australia. I don't know how it works in America. Is giving them this. You have to be comfortable. mm. They're not going anywhere. They're comfortable with what you're giving them. The second one is the worst among us with the darkest triers, the Machiavellians type, are always in charity. Most charity, where all your money goes, right? It never goes to the people. It's always administration. Administration first, expense second. By the time you get to the bottom of the table, the guy who was used to donate this money, the poor guy, the poor kids, they're getting like 10 cents. And that's just a conservative estimate. Maybe 15 cents. Maybe. We have turned something that was meant to help the less fortunate, right? Those people that work for charity organizations are praised. They pray, right? They'll okay. Let's say I was born in Africa. The UN, right? The UN used to provide a lot of the food in Kakuma refugee camp where I was born. In Kakuma refugee camp, I was born there, right? So this is the real guy who benefited from charity saying this shit. So I'm not some privileged ass motherfucker sitting in a mansion talking about charity is the worst thing we have created, gentlemen. Let's destroy it. Thus speaks Zarathustra. No, Maji. The UN and other charities like Médecins Sans Frontières or Doctors Without Borders. I don't speak French, bro. Médecins Sans Frontières. All these charities, what they do is they use the suffering of some guy in Africa. They use the suffering of some kid with a incurable disease to pull your heartstring. Once they do that, they collect the money, they use it to fly around the world. Because they want what everybody wants, bro. Don't you want to fly around the world? Don't you want to eat 10-course meal, 6-course meal, 7-course meal? I don't even know what type of course meals. Eat the most expensive food, the ribeyes, the steak, and then discuss with other rich people how you should save the world through whatever charity organization. They all get together, eat the most expensive meals, and talk about the hungry man somewhere in the Congo, somewhere in Mali, somewhere in Ethiopia. Talk about some child with some incurable disease somewhere in Cambodia. This is what they're doing. They're using your money to fly around because you and I, we want to fly around too, just like everybody else, bro. We want to have the best meals just like everyone else, dress the best just like everyone else. Except these people, these run administrations for charities, literally lie to themselves that there is meaning in what they are doing. But at the end of the day, bro, they just want what somebody else has. They just want what the rich person has. They want to fly around the world just like the rich man who has the means to do it. So they use someone suffering to pull our heartstring and get you to pull the money out of your pocket. Literally, they're getting you to participate in something that, in a way, bro, I'm not blaming those people that donate. I'm blaming those people that run these organizations. So if you haven't made it this far, and I just began by saying charity is the worst thing, you probably left with the thought that this guy is crazy. He's one of the worst people on YouTube. He's just doing this for shocking value. Those people that run these organizations, these charities, are not decent and respectful enough to tell me that they just want what the rich people want. That they want to use that man in the slum. Hmm? They want to use that African kids with the fly all over his face. I was one of them kids. To fill their pockets. Because there was no other avenue for them to fill their pockets. So this is the way they do that. Those ones that even collect money get paid. You may say that they can't do, nobody can do this for free. They have to eat. We are beyond eating, my G. When you're flying and eating 10-course meals, we are beyond just wanting to eat. Don't use that excuse that we got to put food on the table too. We can't run around collecting money for the goodness. Charity is vulgar. Charity, every charity leader should be in jail. Every charity leader, the person that runs every charity, every head of every charity should be in jail. If I was Donald Trump in office, bro, and if Donald Trump was really a sick cat, he would have locked up everyone. But then again, Donald Trump and people in power are kind of responsible for these people being homeless and needing to be helped in the first place. Let's leave the Africans and the men and the kids in the slums and the people in the slums. Let's just leave them because everybody uses them anyway. The, everybody, not just the people that run charities, use people in the slum. Everybody use people in the slum. The YouTubers, wannabe YouTubers, type of reporters, they use people in the slums. They use their suffering to entertain you, and they get millions of views. Everybody's using the poor man. And no one does it better than the charity, these charities. The YouTubers use the poor man. People in movies use the poor man to entertain you. Musicians use the poor man. Everybody's using the poor man, but the poor man is nobody to use, bro, because he is poor. I don't know why I'm laughing about it. I'm laughing about it, right? Because to me, what I'm saying is not an idea. I'm not really like mad. So I'm kidding when I say they should all be in jail. If some charity, if some guy that runs UNHCR, is UNHCR a charity? What is the other charities? What are prominent charities here? Whatever. Think of a prominent charity. If the guy, right? So think of some corrupt prominent charity. If a guy from that corrupt charity, that the top honcho, came to me and say, you know what? I did all this just so I can fly around the world, right? Wear the best clothes and eat the best meals. I would look at that guy and say, good on you. The fuck am I supposed to say, bro? Good on you, bro. Unless you were honest and decent enough. Now, I'm not going to look at him different. That's just life. He figured out a hustle and he went ahead and he was honest with it, looked you in the eye and said, that's what I'm doing. He's not lying to me. He's not insulting my intelligence. He's just saying it as it is. I used the poor man to pull the heartstring of the guy who may not be rich. Most people that donate are not rich, okay? To use the average man like you and I used the poor man, showed him clips. I used the poor man, right, as a prop and showed him the clips of he suffering to an average person like you and we take our money out and give them the money and say, yeah, they're doing a great cause. Why do we do this? Because deep down, me and you know deep down that the human animal, right, has deluded itself. This has to work. It has to work perfectly as a unit, as a collective. We have all deluded ourselves. So there are no there are no conspiracy, some shadowy people in hoods practicing rituals and hiding away, and they're just controlling the world. No. For you to survive and for me to survive, someone else to be poor. Okay? So this is why charity is vulgar, and I'm going to leave it here. Charity is the most vulgar thing and the most vicious thing that we have ever come up with because we have robbed everything that belongs to everybody else. This world, there's enough things, there's enough food, there's enough whatever for everyone else. For everyone else. But some of us human beings, the most cunning among us, those with the dark trials, wanted to have an abundance of X, abundance of money, abundance of girls, abundance of whatever you want. This is why some of our ancestors used to raid villages, rape and pillage villages. You see? So at this time, everything we do is benign. It looks soft. It looks like it's not happening, you know. Like when they used to have beheadings in the square center. No, now beheadings happens behind closed doors and on paperwork. Those people that get arrested, bro, if you ever been to jail, you probably will understand. Your sentence begins once you come out. I've never been to jail, but I know heaps of people. Their paperwork follow them. They follow them. And you'll have some guy who's some guy you'll have to report to and he's making money off you. Some lady, he's making money, she's making money off you. Whoever that's just one mistake you did, someone else, hundreds of people are making money off of you, off that one mistake you did to be institutionalized. Anyways, so charity being the most vulgar thing, we have stolen everything that belongs to everyone. This is why I always say my number one rule is to steal, bro. Steal back what's yours. People don't get it. They think I'm joking. I don't actively go steal. But let's say I have some money now. Let's go. I go to the shop. I might steal some. I might. I might. And some of you might too. Just be honest with yourself, nigga. Don't look at me like I'm the bad guy. Why? Because somewhere along the line, everything that belongs to everyone was stolen. Those that have the means to buy that thing back, you buy a house and be happy. That shit was stolen from you. You go to the supermarket, buy the fruit and be happy. That shit was stolen from you. You're a fucking idiot. The same way, bro. We stole everything that belongs to everyone, got them to work for it to get it back, and convince them that they are free. And then on top of that, I'm about to drop some bars on you. Whatever little crumbs you made, some genius has figured it out. If he does some sort of social engineering on you, pull your heartstring, because you want to be a good person. I'm the bad one for seeing it as it is. You want to be a good person, right? So this cunning guy with dark triads, Machiavellian type of thinking comes and think, why should I work? Everybody's robbing each other. I'm just going to use the poor man over there in some third world country, film him suffering, bring that suffering, put some nice words behind it and some sad music, and boom, money into their account. So not only do we use the poor, we use the normal people like myself, bro, and you. They use you. They use you to get to get to, bruh. Only a fool departs with his money easily. After today, running into that guy, I will never ever give to any charity organization in the world. And if I see them, I'm not gonna berate them, bro, or swear at them. But if they ask me for my money, I will probably like just look at them and say to the person trying to collect my money, you're in the wrong workforce. Go and steal in that some supermarket because they always stand near the fucking shopping malls or something. There's a shop right there. Go and steal. Shut the fuck up. I'm not giving you no money. Let them kids with cancer, let them kids in Africa, let them whatever, let them die because I have nothing to do with it. Why? Because that's the game we're playing. We're all letting them die. You're gonna use me right now, to feel good about yourself and say he's the bad guy. He doesn't care. Do you know why this is a trap? It's a serious. It's because every time I look into society, we are lying about something. Always lying about something. And so I put it on myself to say this thing is a trap. That thing is a trap. I don't know what else topic I'm gonna do next, but I will find one. And guess what? We are gonna speak honestly about it. If you don't like the ugly corner, I like to call the trap the ugly. This is a trap, the ugly corner, because nothing I say is pretty. There's nothing airy fairy and nice about what I'm saying. We have robbed everybody else, got them to work to get back what could should have been free from them. That's why everybody's sad. Everybody's sad because deep down it's true, bro. You're forced to go work for something that belongs to you. But think about that for a minute. And then when you do get up and do the most honest thing and go sweat for your work, some idiot comes around and say, "Oh, but look, there's some people in some third world country. They are hungry." How is that your responsibility? Somebody who stole something from them, and now they're coming to you to steal your little crumbs that you just work for. You may not see it as stealing, but I see it as stealing. They come after you for the little crumbs that you got up every morning and went and worked for, right? And you just want to do the right thing. I'm not blaming you. That's where me and you are different. I'm hot headed. I go, no. After today, I'm not giving any charity whatsoever any of my money. You can call me cold hearted. You can call me a fool. But guess what? You're the fool. Because as I forgot which old man used to say, only a fool departs with his money easily. Only a fool departs with his money easily. So which one are you, my bro? Are you gonna be the one who sees it for what it is? You know that movie's Day? I'm the guy. I'm Day in person. I'm just trying to put the glasses on, bro, and you're pushing the glasses away. No, see it. See it for what it is. To sum it all up, if you're somebody who benefits off the suffering of others, there is nothing wrong with that. We all do it all the time. Every entertainment, every form of entertainment is uh, sort of like using another human being suffering to entertain yourself. Have you ever seen those crime little using other people's suffering to entertain you? Everything is using the poor man to entertain ourselves. And there's nothing wrong with that. The only thing is, I just hope people are more honest with what we're doing. Because once you're honest with what we're doing, bro, it is very hard for us to then lie to ourselves. If I made a difference, please don't ever donate anything to any organization. Don't donate to any poor, hungry kids, and it's coming from the poor, hungry kid that has lived in a refugee camp and has benefited from the UN and all of this. Don't donate to anybody. But at the end of the day, we're human beings. We'll do whatever we like, you know. But if this message has touched you, don't give away the little crumbs you worked for because some man is suffering somewhere in the world. Let them suffer. It wasn't your fault. Or you suffer. And I guess take virtue in your suffering. And that's different, bro. Go pick up the cross. Go ride with your boy Jesus, pick up the cross and save everyone else. I'm not doing it. I know I'm going to be here. And in a blip of battery low. Battery low. PD Kettlehead has to go recharge because the battery is low. I'm beating these topics to death. What the fuck? It's been 21 minutes. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. And fuck the charities. Fuck them kids too.